Hey everybody, Jason Andrew here, and in today's session, I'm going to be going through a giving you a bit of a taste on the cash flow breakthrough ebook, because I know there's a lot of people out there who really need this. And if you are one of the many working Australians have got a job and you're doing okay in terms of income that's coming through the front door, but you've find that at the end of every month, you're kind of looking at your accounts and going, well, where the hell did all the money go? And what the hell is going on with the finances? Then this book is for you, because you're not alone. You know, that 86% of Australians do not know where their monthly income goes and do not know what the expenses are each month. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I set up this program, is because I know there's a massive need out there. So if people are struggling, not just on getting the income, which is one thing I discussed yesterday, but in managing it once you come in, then I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of the cash flow breakthrough ebook that we launched last week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you just a real brief snippet of one of the chapters. And the way I'm going to do that is by giving you a little presentation. So when you download the book, you get that for free. You get the option when you're pretty familiar with how things kind of systems work. When you click on something for free, then you get taken to another page that shows you other options. Well, in this other page, there's options for you to then opt in to upgrade into doing like a short video series. I'm going to give you a snapshot, and plus lots of other tools. I'm not going to ruin it. You got to actually download the book to go through that fantastic page and see what the offers are. But tonight, I'm just going to give you a small taste of one of the videos that I do in a series, a lesson series, and I'm going to do it live for you. And I'm going to share my screen, and it's going to be on chapter 3. There's 5 key strategies in here. I'm going to share with you what one of those key strategies is now, and it's a topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but it's something that we kind of have to. It's and that is the topic of actually saving money. Like, how do you actually, we talked about the big end of town and this in the increase in the income side. Now we need to get down to the nitty gritty of trying to save money. But you know what? It doesn't have to be a chore. Saving money is not actually something, doesn't mean you actually go without, because one of our values, my wife and I's values, is we like to travel a lot. So you can see, there's a picture there of Samoa. It's my background. And up the top there is a family holidays. And that's something massive we're obviously missing out on at the moment. It's a really big value set of ours. So we don't like going out. At the same time, we are aware of our finances, and it's a daily kind of grind, but you're just sort of aware of where you're spending your money. I'm not saying that we're saving, 80%, but we're making, inroads. And that's kind of what I want to encourage you to do today, because it takes time to implement these kinds of changes. So I'm going to share this screen with you here and showing you the step 3, which is learning how to spend less on essentials. So rather than getting all stressed out about thinking, oh my God, I've got to save, it's going to be a chore, it's really boring. I've just identified 6 key areas that you need to save on to make a start. And you'd probably be doing a little bit of this already, but I don't think that you actually are, because some of them are a little bit unique. And I'm going to just share with you what one of them is tonight. And that is learning how to actually save when it comes to your food. Now, you might think that this is a funny area to start, but when you think about it, we eat 3 meals a day minimum. A lot of people eat more. And which is another story, but we eat every day. And so because this is a daily activity and something that you do so many times, and your whole life is centered around it. You wake up in the morning, you wonder what you're going to have for breakfast. You're in the back of your mind, the shopping lists, you're thinking through recipes. So this is an area that you can actually have a little bit, have an impact in terms of just decreasing your expenditure. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't mean you have to go and buy plain label. I mean, you can if that's your thing. You can do this on plain label and organic. It really doesn't matter. It's just that the fact is just trying to identify these ways to decrease your expenses on food, and at the same time having an impact on the environment. So, and because did you know that most Australians on average throw away up to 20% of what they buy each week into the bin? So, if you're guilty of, getting to the end of the week, doing a shop and then putting your, say, vegetables into the fridge compartment, and then you're just throwing out wilted vegetables, then you're part of the 20% of us. You're part of the majority of Australians who are throwing away 20% of their food. In fact, it racks up to sorry. Sorry. Oops. So it racks up to $8 billion a year on food that Australians throw away. And that is just a crazy amount of money. So if you think about what you can do to, to try and save, if you're spending, say, $300 a week on average on food, groceries, just groceries, and you're throwing away 20%, that's $60 straight from your wallet or your purse into the bin. Now, that's over the course of a year, that's $3,620 per annum. So imagine what you could do in terms of just learning how to eat all the vegetables inside your fridge, or just learning how to eat all your food. And that's $3,620. That can make a serious dent on your credit card. It's a family holiday to the Gold Coast. It's or somewhere of your choice. So it's really important that you actually learn how to eat healthy to start with, and also to know how to use all your food. Now, I'll just jump back a couple of steps here in terms of eating healthy. Now, one of the reasons why I have put this into the presentation, and that I go through in the course that you get the option to opt into, is that because we eat every day, we need to be conscious of what we eat. And because whilst you might be buying cheap food now and choosing the cheaper chicken over the more expensive food, just bear in mind that a lot of the times the cheaper food has a lot of additives and chemicals in it, which may have health impacts down the track. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not making any medical claims. I'm just appealing to some kind of common sense around eating healthy must be good for you. It's like saying that now you might think, okay, look, it's okay. I might just have this Coca-Cola once today. It's not going to make an impact right now. So you're going to have that. You might choose the fries as opposed to the salad. And that's okay. It may not happen just that one time, but it's kind of like saying, look, I might just have that one cigarette today. It's not going to make an impact, But if you keep saying that every day, or at least once a week, then it does adds up. Okay, so try not to do that. And I've put up here a website called dietitianaustralia.org.au, where you can go to and look for a dietitian so they can help you create a healthy meal plan, and then you can work down on how to budget that down and get that underneath your spending habits that you are currently going through. So if you can save, just say, get if you can eat all the food in your fridge and not throw anything in the bin, then that's $3,620. If you can just identify things like sales or ways to actually decrease your bills by $50, then that's an extra $2,600 a year that you are actually saving. So if you add all those two together, these are $3,620 from actually eating everything, and then you decrease your bill by $50 a week. That's $2,600. Now that's over $6,000 worth of savings that you've been able to find by not making too many drastic changes in your life. So what I'm saying here is, these are you're buying this food already. You might as well eat it. And just finding that extra $50 a week, that's not really that hard if you know where to look. And, there's always specials going on, and just being aware of what you're spending. So $6,220. So that gets you from the Gold Coast to Fiji or Bali. So, it's a massive difference, or significant dents inside your credit card bills. Now, the other thing you can do to help this is planning your meals in advance. And when you do this, then you are able to then not overshop. So if you actually have structured approach saying, okay, tonight we're going to be having chicken and vegetables, and here's all that we need for that meal, then you're planning in advance. And you can, we do this, and you can actually sneak in a couple of snacks and make yourself feel like you're not, being a pauper, and still bring your bills down. Often come back from the shopping and saying, we only spent couple $100 here. That's pretty cool. So just being aware, making a bit of fun out of it. That's kind of all you need to do. The other thing is obviously looking for sales and monitoring your portion sizes. So, there is apparently you only really need to eat about a fist size of food, because your stomach is about the size of your fist. So if you're eating more than that, then just try and decrease down to that amount, and then by that, just by doing that, you'll actually end up saving money. So, there's a couple of tips on you. If you really wanted to go to the next level, have a look online. There's a lot of resources. Look online for healthy budget tips, budget recipes. I found one. It's inside the book here. It's a really easy one on. I can't off the top of my head find it. Remember what it is. Oh, delicious.com.au. But there's so many budget meals out there at the moment. So that's just one area that you can have a significant impact on your cash flow, on increasing your savings, and also at the same time, it's good for you. I mean, it's better for you if you're actually, if you're actually eating less or eating your right portions. If you are eating everything that's in your fridge, if you're planning out your meals, then you by default are going to be a lot more healthier because you're eating the right things. And at the same time, you're not throwing away. As Australians, we're not throwing away $8 billion worth of food, which could go to feed people who actually need it. And it's also better for the environment if we're not just chucking stuff in the bin. So there's a little snapshot of the book that we have got. Now, if you want a copy of it, all you need to do is to go to fundmoney.me, fundmoney.me, and go there, enter in your email, and download the book, and then go from there and have a look through the rest of the offers in there. They're really, really good. I mean, the value that you get that we've packed in to try and make it this available to as many people as we can is quite amazing, really, inside that once you get in on the other side of the, after you've downloaded the book. So look, our goal within Fund Money is to be able to impact as many people as we can by creating more financial happiness. Financial stress in Australia is massive. More than 50% of Australians just admit that the situation causes them financial angst, and that there must be dozens more that actually don't admit it, but that actually are stressed. In fact, if you speak to somebody and they tell you they're not stressed about their finances, they've probably got a good way of hiding it. So that's what we're on a mission to try and eradicate, because we truly believe that if we can do that, if we can help stop financial stress within Australia, or at least eliminate it and bring it down, decrease it a little bit, then we will contribute towards making Australia and the world a better and happier place. And that's one of the reasons why I've decided to come to this planet at this stage, at this era, is because I really believe that now's the time for people to start getting together, doing great things, looking after themselves, decreasing their stress, focusing on being great humans rather than negativity. And it all starts for a lot of people around cash flow. It's just kind of the way that it is. So hope you found that valuable, guys. Pop in there, have a look at the book, download it. Do like this page. That would be really great, because we're growing, and as we grow, there's more offers and more value that I can create for you. And I look forward to seeing you guys the next one.